Alright, so got a little update from Lindsey Williams through email, and I'm sure everybody else did too, that subscribes to that website of his. I think it's lindseyWilliams.net, which is ran by a different person, but for Lindsey Williams. September 2015, dates of significance. And I know as I read this, the Madonna concert that's coming up was mentioned more than once in this list, but whatever. 2015 has been declared the International Year of Light by CERN, C-E-R-N. That's that company that's gonna try to make the micro black hole September, I think, 25th. So it says 2015 has been declared the International Year of Light by CERN. Lucifer is the light bearer, the morning star. CERN is the key. So I'm just going to go down this list of 27 or so things that he wrote. First thing, Rabbi Chaim Kanevsky stated that the Messiah, or Antichrist, will be returning at the end of the sabbatical year, which is the 29th of Elul, which falls on Saturday, September 12th. Madonna concert, Washington, D.C., Verizon Center. Opening theme is Desecration of the Bride in Arrival of Fallen Angels, September 12th. Number 3, this is a Shemitah year. The final date of this 7-year cycle ends around September 13th. And according to Jonathan Kahn, he says that, just looking at history, market crashes tend to go line to line with that date, the Shemitah year, and its end, and on that 29th of Elul. And he says sometimes it might be a month earlier, might be a month later, or spot on the money. Bottom line is soon. It's around that time frame. Number 4, Rosh Hashanah. Excuse me, let me try that again. Rosh Hashanah, Feast of Trumpets, Jewish New Year. The anniversary of the creation of Adam and Eve, sounding the shofar. September 13th, Eve to the 15th. The 5776 Anno Lucis, which is the year of Lucifer, begins September 14th. Number 6, UN resolution for Palestine to become a state, September 15th. Number 7, Jade Helm 15, which began on July 15th, publicly ends on September 15th. Number 8, Madonna concert, New York, Madison Square Garden, opening theme, Desecration of the Bride and Arrival of Fallen Angels, which is September 16th to 17th. So I guess it's in here more than once because she's doing it more than once on different dates that are close by. Number 9, International Day of Peace. Peace and safety? Note, the Day of Atonement begins just hours after the International Day of Peace is completed. Sudden destruction, ? September 21st. Number 10. Year of Jubilee, 70th, begins September 23rd. Number 11. Mecca pilgrimage, Hajj, Day of Arafat, representing standing of the Day of Resurrection, waiting for judgment in the gates of heaven to open. September 22nd to 23rd. Number 12. Eid ul-Adha, or Feast of Sacrifice. Muslim time of sacrifice is September 23rd to 26th. Note, in 2016, the Muslim Feast of Sacrifice, or the Eve, falls on September 11th. 13. June 7th, 1967, falls on the Hebrew year 5727. Adding 49 prophetic years to this date, we arrive in the Hebrew year 5776, which is 2015 on our Gregorian calendar. If one counts exactly 49 or 360-day prophetic years, 17,640 days from June 7th, 1967, which is the date of Jerusalem's recapture, we arrive at September 23rd, 2015, the Day of Atonement, or Yom Kippur. Note, the Day of Atonement is on the 266th day of 2015. 266 days is the earliest a woman's pregnancy is considered full term. Why that matters, honestly, I'm not sure. Note, the Pope was elected on March 14th, 2014. It's exactly 923 or 9/23, September 23, etc., 923 days from this date to September 23rd, 2015. Number 14, the Mayan cycle was 5,126 years. From September 11th, 2001 to September 23rd, 2015, there are 5,126 days. Interesting. Number 15, International Celebrating of Bisexuality Day, September 23rd. Number 16, CERN, again, Switzerland, firing at full power, crossing over, opening portals, etc., September 23rd to 24th. 17, Madonna again, in Philadelphia this time, September 24th, same theme, desecration of the bride and arrival of fallen angels. Number 18, the Pope will be addressing U.S. Congress on September 24th, the first time in world history. Number 19, French Prime Minister John Kerry, end of 500-day climate chaos that was declared on May 13th, 2014, to end on September 25th. And there's a speech about them giving this 500-day thing. Why that came up when they said this, again, it's probably a cryptic message for those who know. But nonetheless, that 500-day thing happens September 25th, 2015. Number 20, the Pope will address the UN General Assembly of World Leaders, Sustainable Development, which they say this is the announcement of unifying the world's laws, the environment, religions, and distribution of wealth, aka the New World Order. He will also be issuing an encyclical on September 25th. Number 21, the Pope will be holding Mass at Madison Square Garden in New York City, 6 p.m., September 25th. Number 22, Tomorrow World / Tomorrowland, celebrating false love and light, keys, Antichrist, opening gates and portals, Atlanta, Georgia, September 25th to 27th. Note the location in GPS coordinates, latitude, longitude, 33 degrees, 33 minutes, 2 seconds. And then the other part, which is irrelevant. Number 23, the Pope will be visiting the Church of Philadelphia. This church visit had significance on September 26th. Number 24, Feast of Tabernacles, the holiday of Sukkot, Feast of the Nations, the season of joy, September 27th, Eve, to October 5th. Number 25, the fourth and final blood moon falls on September 28th. Number 26, beginning, first bookend for the collapse of the US dollar, September 2015. Not sure why that's for sure right on this page, but it's listed, so I'm going to read it. Number 27, Chinese President Xi Jinping to visit the U.S. in September, date not disclosed yet. To note, the parable of the fig tree, the average generation lasts 67 years, and some people have linked the building of the fig tree to the birth of the nation of Israel in 1948. If you add 1948 and 67, you arrive at the year 2015. To note, the Mahdi, or is it Mahdi? Muslim clerics are predicting the return of their Mahdi, September 2015. The Muslims have a prophecy of old, written by the Islamic prophet Ali bin Ibn Abi Talib, which states that just before the coming of the Mahdi, or if that's pronounced Mahdi, even though there's no A after the H, but nonetheless, which states that just before the coming of the Mahdi, a tall black man will rise up to take command of the West, and he will command the most powerful army on earth. Wonder what black man they're talking about. Well, I guess we'll all find out here shortly. I think we all have a clue. Take care.